All right, good evening. Hello, everyone. Okay, I gotta see if I can, I gotta let me move my thing around because I'm trying to pull up my good evening because y'all got me feeling away. Ooh, Lord, y'all got me feeling away. I'm about to pull up we're gonna talk about this. I'm about to pull up my documentation since y'all want to be a trip. Anyway, good evening. Welcome in. I'm gonna pull up my statistics because y'all and this post. Okay? I'm gonna get my other phone now because y'all on something else. Okay? Good evening. Yeah, this post, man, y'all in this post. I'm about to address it though right now. Okay. So, we're going to talk about it tonight because y'all got me. See, and I'm going to be real tonight. I don't address what I post, right? I rarely come behind myself and address something that I posted. I don't do that. Okay? I am a content creator. I am an Instagram influencer, and I create content. I create things that get us talking, right? And I'm hoping that the dialogue is like a good, healthy dialogue. That's a lot of what's behind what I post. I want us to think. I want us to become critical thinkers. Okay? I'm trying to help y'all out here. But some of y'all ain't trying to do that. You trying to be all in your feelings. You trying to be triggered. You just, okay. But anyway, here is the post that we're going to discuss tonight. Tronese the Great. I reposted his post from Spirit World. Is that right? Hold on. Oh, Lord. Spiritual Word. Sorry. Spiritual Word. I reposted. His post said, dating a woman that can't control her mouth when she's angry is the same as dating a man that can't control his hands while angry. It's just a different form of abuse. So, this is what I wrote. True. Ladies, your reckless, disrespectful mouth is just as bad as a man's inability to control his violent physical behavior towards you. Unacceptable. That means all of it's unacceptable. Why on God's green earth, do you think that I would post something that would support physical abuse? Like, really critically think about that. Because some of y'all, I don't know what's happening up here. Why would I post that? Why would I post something that's in support of physical abuse of women? What sense does that make? It don't. But anyway, fellas, you need to shut this down at first offense and walk away if it continues. Stop letting women verbally disrespect you. I stand by that. Okay? Because I know that verbal abuse is a woman's weapon of choice. Guess how I know that? Because I'm a woman. And the truth of the matter is this. It's not like that wasn't me one day. That was me. The 18, 19, 20-year-old, 21, 22, 23, 24, right around 25 is when I started getting some sense in my head. But up until then, that was me. That's what I did. I used my tongue like a sword, like a razor blade to cut a man to bits. Okay? So I'm speaking from experience, my inexperience when I was young and dumb. That's what I did. I verbally abused men I was dating, men I was in relationship with. You think I ain't have a mouth? I got one now. I just know how to use it for good. But back then, I used it for evil. So I speak on this because I know, because I did it. Okay? And I know other women, and I know other women are doing it. I know y'all. When y'all get mad, when you get upset, I mean, it's like hell hath no, what is it? Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. You gonna go there. And you gonna let that tongue slice and dice that man up. And here's the thing you need to understand. This is the message, in case you did not get it. This post did not condone physical abuse. If you have been a victim of physical abuse, if you are a woman and you've been a victim of physical abuse at the hands of a man, you have my sympathy, you have my empathy. Okay? This is not about co-signing what happened to you. And let me just say this. Now, this Auntie Anita talking. You ready? Baby, you gonna be triggered. If you triggered by this post, I don't know what to say to you, because life is going to trigger you. The world is going to trigger you. Understand this. The world is not going to change because of what happened to you. That's some hard medicine that I want to give you. Okay? You must be stronger than the thing that came against you. And remember, it's an inner strength. It's a mindset. But this idea of you scrolling on social media and you read this post and, oh, it just triggering me. Oh my God. Baby, you got to get stronger. You got to get stronger. You need to go somewhere in a room. You need to sit in there by yourself. That's how you're going to keep from being triggered. Because you're going to go out into the world. You're going to go out here to work. You're going to talk to your friends. You're going to scroll on social media. I mean, you ain't safe nowhere. You're not safe nowhere. So this idea that, oh, I should be ashamed for posting on my public platform. Don't do that. Because as I stated before, you can unfollow. You can block me. I support it. I'm okay. I'm okay. But this idea that you're going to try to publicly shame me. Oh, no. We're not doing that. I'm grown. We're not doing that. You're not going to publicly shame me. You can go about your business. But my only words to you is this won't be the last time that you get triggered. You have got to get stronger. You've got to do that work and get stronger. Because the idea of, oh, I'm scrolling on social media and I see something. Man, please. Like I said, I'm from a different generation, so y'all know I ain't got time for that. I really don't. I don't have words for that. I really don't. I can't. But baby, you gonna be hella triggered. Like all this mess out here? No. But come on now. Come on. Critically think. Why would I post something as a woman, as an older woman who has 2 daughters and a son? Why would I post something in support of men physically abusing you? That don't make no sense. All I'm pointing out is that a woman's weapon of choice is her tongue, her mouth. And y'all know it's true. Y'all feel away because you know it's true. And for a man, because he's physically has more prowess than you, yes, men don't. Their weapon of warfare is not words. I've said this 1,000 times. Women like words. We love words. Men, they don't like words like that. They're gonna act out. They're gonna punch something. They're gonna put holes in walls and they're gonna slam stuff around and they're gonna, that's what they about, or work out or punch, that's what they on. So yes, that's the difference between men and women as a gender. Remember, we always talking about this, how men and women are different. So no, I don't co-sign men putting their hands on anybody. And I don't co-sign a woman reckless with her mouth. Make it make sense. Do not provoke. That's what the Bible say. Do not provoke. And you're not going to do that with your words or your hands or anything else. Do not provoke people. Like, you get people to that cliff and then here you go. And when they fall over and then you feel away. No, don't provoke people. Leave people alone. Like that. That's the message there. Watch your mouth. Watch your tongue. your tongue is just as verbally abusive as a man being physically abusive. Now, here's the other thing. Well, those two things ain't the same. And, you could, the physical abuse could kill you and this and that. And then I had the people over here, well, men have committed suicide based on what people say and this and that. And okay. Again, there is equity there. That's it. There's equity. They are equally harmful. We're not going to get all into the dirty details of why and how. You know what I meant. And if you don't, you need a lesson in critical thinking. That's what you need. You need a lesson in critical thinking. Okay? So no, we're not doing that over here. Yeah. She said words can kill someone's spirit for sure. But we're not doing that here. Okay? I don't ever address what I post. I don't. I can get all kinds of hate. You don't have to like it. You can say you're going to unfollow. And by the way, if you're going to leave, just go. Like, you ain't even got to tell nobody. Because the truth is, won't nobody know you missing. Like, just go on about your business. But you say that because you think it's going to matter to me. It's not. It ain't going to matter to me. I'm good. I'm going to be okay. You don't even need to announce that you're leaving. But I posted that so that ladies could be held accountable. Because the truth of the matter is, and like I said, I'm saying this because, hey, I was one. I was a sapphire. That's what the old folks call us. A crazy black woman with a razor blade for a tongue. A sapphire. Okay? I gave them hell. In my younger years. I sugared some tanks. I slit some tires. I threw a brick through some windows. Like, I own it. I own my foolishness. I ain't get this old not having learned anything. I own it. I own the stuff that I did. And now that I'm older and I'm wiser and I'm smarter, and now I have that whole unbothered feminine thing going on, I'm like, I can't be bothered. So y'all done did something, because it's not typical of me to address anything I post. I don't address anything I post. Okay, so I want to kick to y'all. I'm going to kick to you some statistics. Because this is the other thing I'm about to say tonight that's going to have you in your feelings. You ready? We need to stop with this narrative that women are not dangerous. Okay? Because you trying to kick that to me, and I'm just like, okay. Like, yeah. This whole idea that women being the weaker sex, that we're not dangerous. That we're not causing harm to people, that we're not causing bodily harm, that we're not destroying people's reputations. We're not getting, let me kick my statistics, because y'all got me messed up tonight. Let me kick my statistics. 8% of all sexual assault, claims are false. Okay. Understand this. So this idea that women are not dangerous, that women are not physically dangerous, women will kill. Okay, wait a minute, I'm going to my other statistics here. Here we go. Okay. 2021, 57,286 cases of crime. 7,603 of these involve female offenders. They account for 13.3% of all federal offenders. So I don't know where this thing is in your mind that women are just incapable of doing damage, incapable of doing harm. Yes, men, okay? And let's get this out of the way. How we are different. Men are by far physically stronger. And because they have 30 times more testosterone racing through their body, yes, they are more aggressive. Like, I own that. I acknowledge that. But what we not going to do is play like women ain't doing their thing. Like, they doing their thing. 13.3%. We got more women locked up. Let's see what we got them on. Oh, man. Like I said, we got them on drug trafficking. We got them on violent crime, fraud. I mean, yeah. So why y'all think that y'all running this narrative that, oh, women are just little innocent angels and, they're not doing it. No, we need to stop that. Where are y'all getting that from? Women can be just as dangerous as men. And to me, they can be more crafty. They can be craftier with it. Men, their stuff is very direct, right? Like they just gonna come at you, right? They get mad, they get aggressive, they just come at you. That's what I have always told men, that, I love the fact that they're just direct with theirs, right? If they don't like somebody or something they doing, they just gonna come. They gonna come for you. Women are crafty. They sneaky with their stuff. Like they could wait. Like they could plot it out. They can really, take their time and plot it out. But we have to stop this idea that women aren't dangerous, that women aren't manipulative, that women don't lie. Yeah, they do. 8% of all the sexual assault cases were false. So we got to stop this narrative. The reason why I bring this to your attention is because I want to bring balance. I'm not sitting here trying to destroy women. I happen to be one. But at the same time, yes, I think we need to hold each other accountable. And we need to stop all this foolishness like, oh, men are the bad ones. And men. No, everything that we see in this world was created and invented by men. 98% of it. So, yeah, I live in a world created by men. And here's what I honestly believe in the depths of my heart. I believe that most men are good. Most men are protective. Most men have a servant's heart. Now, if you're a woman and you've been hurt by a man, okay, you probably don't believe that. But, she said, if something is going on with our young ladies just observed on the metro. Woo, Lord, I know that's right. Yeah. But we got to stop this narrative that, the women are just so, the helpless victims. No, they not. No, they not. Come on. We got to stop that. They can be just as crafty, if not more so, than men. And we just have to stop that. I have a very balanced view, which means I believe anybody can stab me in the back, a man or a woman. I don't see that as being gender specific. A man or a woman could stab me in the back. That's what I believe. I got a question. Hold on. Okay, let me see. Will it let me? Oh, I can't show them on the screen. Okay. Why women always got to find a way to be mad about something? That's the question. That's the question. Well, I personally believe it's because of the cycle of hormones that we find our body in. So that's a lot of it. See, men, they are more aggressive because of this constant testosterone surging through their veins, and that's kind of a nonstop thing. That testosterone is just going. It's not cyclical. Our thing is cyclical. So we have this like time of the month where it's here, then it starts to dip back down, and then it come back up, and and we have more cyclical hormones. I think that has a lot to do with it. And depending on when we come across these posts, right? We might come across these posts at a time in that cycle when we feel a way, we feel sensitive, and here we go. And I can't believe you posted that, and oh my gosh, and you trying to say it's okay for men to hit women? Really? In what world? In what world would you even come to that conclusion? Really? Because I say, stop talking to men like you crazy. Stop using your tongue as a weapon. Stop turning what the man say to you in confidence and turning it around on him just because I say that and now you mad? Come on. Stop. Okay, back to my research, because y'all know I like research. I like data. Okay. Because, yeah, Okay, false accusations. Yes, it's 8%. 8%. What's the other one I was looking up? Female. Here we go. But no, y'all, I don't know where we're going with this ideology that women are innocent. And, when that whole Me Too movement came out, thank you so much for buying a badge. I appreciate you. But when that whole Me Too movement came out, that thing was scary. That thing was downright scary. I mean, they had it in. They was like, you know what? We going in. And again, I'm not going to sit here and say that there are not valid, real complaints of assault. Of course there are. Of course there are. And yes, there are women who come forward telling the truth. But what we're not going to do is act like there's not a percentage of women who don't. We're not going to act like, oh, and let's go here. Oh, I'm about to really make some folks mad. Okay. So one of the things that my research showed was that there were certain reasons why women would lie. One of the reasons was they would, let's say, they gave sexual favors to their boss to try to get a promotion, right? And let's say that promotion didn't come through the way they wanted, or, just something didn't line up the way they wanted. So now they have some buyer's remorse. They have some remorse about what they did because, oh, I did this trying to get a promotion, and then that didn't really work out like I thought. Oh, I was raped. I was sexually harassed. That's a reason. That's a reason. That's a real reason. Or I put myself in a compromising position. And again, I feel some shame about that. And so now I have to say this person sexually harassed me. This person did something to me against my will. Yeah, that's a reason. That's a reason. Or I, was intimate with this person and developed feelings for them, but they kind of discarded me. Ooh, that might be a little get back. I feel a way because here it is, I like you, but you're not acting like you like me. And, there's a little revenge there. Ooh, could that be a theme? It could. It could. So yeah, this is really, that's the truth. And how you feel about it is how you feel about it. I know you feel a way. It's going to be women on here going, oh, how dare you say that? But it's happened. It's happened. There are all kinds of reasons why people would make up a story or they would lie. Another reason that they gave in the research was they were going to be in trouble, some sort of trouble. And so to get themselves out of trouble, they did this. They claimed that somebody did something to them. Somebody forced themselves on them or somebody. I mean, like I said, these are real reasons. These are real reasons why this happens. But we have to stop the narrative that women are these innocent little doves that, aren't vindictive and aren't manipulative and don't do anything to anybody. And, oh my gosh, I'm just a victim. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And the same way I feel about a woman who comes to me, and this has happened so many times, y'all. And every time it happens, the woman, she feels really, bad about saying it to me because I let her have it. But every time a woman comes to me and says, yeah, he got me pregnant. He did? Okay. So he forced you against your will to be physically intimate without protection. And, maybe he did it more than once and you wound up pregnant. Well, no, I mean, we had this together. Okay. Well, it sounds like you were a participant. So you weren't forced. You were a participant. Did you do what was necessary to prevent pregnancy? Well, I mean, he said he was going to do this and this. Okay. But did you? Because last I checked, as a woman, the person that the pregnancy is going to affect the most is you. So what do I look like putting that in the hands of a person that is not going to affect that much? Like, that don't make common sense. If this thing is going to affect me 100% And I'm talking about carrying the child, birthing the child, raising the child, paying for the child. Like that's 100% on me. Why would I not protect myself against such a thing? That makes sense, don't it? Is that a critical way of thinking? I think it is. So anytime a woman has ever said to me, he got me pregnant, that did not go well. That did not go. They really regretted saying that to me because I was like, no, we're not doing that. But I want you to understand something. Women are doing this to absolve themselves of accountability. They're doing this to make themselves look like a victim. And they're not. They're not. Sorry. And whether we want to admit it or not, a lot of us are willing participants to some of our foolishness. And whether it's because of the trauma we have in our lives, whether it's because, we wanted something exciting, or we're just not thinking, we're just not using our good mind. Okay, there's lots of reasons why, y'all. Okay, I've been a willing participant. See, there's power in saying that. There's power in admitting that a lot of the foolishness I went through when I was younger, I volunteered. I volunteered, y'all. And once I did that work and I stopped volunteering and I started critically thinking and going, you know what? I don't have to be here. I don't have to be with this person. I don't have to do this. I have a choice. I have a say-so. That's when all the foolishness stopped. See? So you have more power than you think. And that's what I want women to do. Empower yourself. Do it in a way that says, again, unless someone holds you down against your will and forces themselves upon you, and that has happened, that's a thing, okay? But unless it's that, you have to take a part of the responsibility for the things you find yourself in. Sorry. But that's the hard pill to swallow. And I've had to swallow it. I've had some things happen to me that I was like, dang, I shouldn't have participated. I shouldn't have been a willing participant in this foolishness. But that's how we grow. That's how we grow. That's how we're going to grow. That's how we're going to stop making the same mistakes over and over and over. You have to acknowledge, I made a mistake. I made a mistake. I shouldn't have dealt with this person. I shouldn't have slept with this person. I shouldn't have slept with this person without protection. I shouldn't have slept with this person without knowing them. Yeah, come on. We gotta grow. We have to be willing to grow. So yeah, sorry, ladies. Yeah, your mouth gets you in a lot of foolishness. And your mouth, as women right now, I can't tell you how many DMs I got. Y'all don't want to know how many DMs I got from men saying, yep, I'm going through this right now. My wife talks to me like a dog. And in my mind, I'm like, again, are you a willing participant? Are you willing to step up and do something about it? Are you willing to stand up for yourself? At some point, that's got to happen because you are a willing participant. You're letting this woman talk to you crazy, disrespect you in front of your children, disrespect you in front of your family or your friends. And I'm going to be frank, you're allowing it. If you're not saying, hey, we're not having this conversation right now. I'm more than willing to have this conversation at home in private. Hey, I'm not going to stand here and let you talk to me this way. I'm going to leave or I'm going to take you back home. I don't understand why men are afraid to do that. Why men are afraid to stand up for themselves and not allow another person to disrespect you. And I got so many reasons. Oh, well, I'm married and she's going to be mad. So, like, that's the one that killed me. Oh, she going to be mad and she not going to do this and she not going to want to sleep with me and she not. Okay. Like, all right. Last I checked, I'd rather be respected than liked. All right. She not going to like it? Okay. Like, I'd rather a person respect me than like me. And that's why this thing has gone off the track. You more worried about her liking you. You more worried about her sleeping with you. You more worried about her doing this. That. No. Respect should be the air that you breathe, gentlemen. It should be a requirement. I have requirements. I have boundaries. I have standards as a woman. And so, yeah, you got to get some standards and some requirements and some boundaries. Sorry. When we rather go, they don't want, and no, they want to apologize. Okay, you got me on that one. I appreciate all of what you are saying. I will make sure to share it. This is the type of conversation that needs to be had with as many young females and males as possible, for sure. And like I said, in 2023, this is really unpopular. What I'm saying is really is an unpopular opinion. It's some harsh truth because, like I said, everybody, they want to take what I'm saying, twist it around, make it mean something it don't. Okay. But at the end of the day, we have to empower ourselves. We have to be responsible for us. You know what I'm always telling my clients? That if you do this one thing, you bring so much value to other people. What's the one thing? Check yourself. Check yourself. Take care of yourself. And work on your healing. Get your stuff in order. Focus on yourself. If you just did that one thing, you add value to everybody whose path you cross. Y'all are so busy worrying about everybody outside of you. Worry about yourself. Get your own healing. Get your tongue in order. Get your fists in order. If you like to hit, get yourself in order. And guess what? Everyone whose path you cross, they win. They win. They get the best version of you. They get the healed version of you. They get the loving and kind version of you. Focus on yourself. That's it. That's it. But it's a whole lot of people that's not going to like this. A whole lot of feminist women and a whole lot of people that's going to make it mean something else, that's going to be triggered and offended. But again, I don't know what to tell you because the world in and of itself is going to trigger you. That's the nature of living. As long as you breathing, somebody's going to say something you don't like. Okay. So, all right. Okay. Oh, I'm from Montreal. My English isn't the best. Okay. I was trying to figure it out. Okay. Causing public embarrassment, the way the world responds to women in trouble. I'm trying to figure that comment out. But here's the gist. I want us as a people to just be better, right? Be better, be honorable, be trustworthy, be kind, and tell the truth. If something bad happens to you, okay, tell the truth about it. If nothing bad happens to you, okay, tell the truth about that. That's it. Right? But a lot of people have buyer's remorse. They will put themselves in situations and then after the fact, I don't like how that situation turned out. Now I got to make it into something else. No, you don't. No, you don't. We've all made mistakes. I've made tons of mistakes. But here's the reason why I'm the person I am. The reason why I'm accountable and responsible is because I own it. I own it. I shouldn't have done that. That was dumb. That was a bad choice. I don't make anybody else pay for my bad choices. I've made a ton of bad choices. But how you grow is you have to own it. You have to own it. You have to say, I was a participant in this foolishness and I will not be anymore. That's how you're going to grow. Because the only thing you have control over is you. That's what you have control over. You trying to get some revenge or get some get back and try to make somebody else pay and all that other stuff. Again, you muddy in the waters. Like I said, this karma thing is a real thing. Don't go there. Don't do that. Don't do that. But I'm just here, to give you some old school auntie wisdom. Some stuff that a lot of y'all never even heard. A lot of people never even heard someone talk like this. That's why it's so offensive. Oh my God, how dare you say women aren't perfect? How dare you say that women aren't the little weak dove, the victim? No, sorry. I'm not going to say that because like I said, I know a lot of shady, manipulative, lying women. And I know a lot of, vindictive, evil men. Like everybody can get it. Last I checked, men and women, they can get it. What's your thoughts on stepkids not liking the spouse? Okay. Since we asking questions. Well, we'd have to know, is there an ulterior motive to that? So you'd really have to know what's going on in these kids' head. It could be genuine. It could be a genuine, they don't like you because you're not worth liking. Or it could be I don't want mama to have a man. I don't want a man in the house. I don't want a man here telling me what to do. We gotta get inside of these kids' head and try to figure it out. And it, of course, depends on the age of the child. Like, there's so many factors to that. It really depends on a lot of things. If the children were young, again, children are inherently selfish. They don't want to share their parent. They have lots of reasons to not like the step parent. Lots of reasons. So you'd have to get into that kid's head and really try to figure out what that's about. I wouldn't immediately say, "Ooh, it's a red flag," because, if the kids don't like him, there's something wrong with him. I would not say that because, like I said, here we go with the narrative. Children are innocent. They're not manipulative. No, children are born manipulative. Okay, children are born selfish. And again, we're feeding this narrative. Oh, they're so innocent. And if they don't like someone, it's because their little innocent hearts can tell. No, children are born selfish and self-centered and self-absorbed and can be manipulative. And to me, they're craftier than adults because they sit around observing. Like children just sit around observing. You ever notice that? They just be observing and listening. Y'all be in there fighting and the kids be quiet. Y'all don't even notice. The kids in there quiet as can be because they listening to y'all. And they getting information about what's going on so that, maybe we could use this later. I want to get that new toy and I'm going to act like, y'all doing all this fighting and it's really upsetting me and I just need a toy to feel better. See, come on, y'all. Kids are sharper than y'all realize. So no. Okay. Get inside of that kid's head and try to figure out what's really going on. The age of Aquarius is about vibration. Either you are going to raise yours or stay on a low frequency. Precisely. And right now, we are in a very low vibrational state. Very, very low. It worries me. It really does. It worries me that people are lonelier than ever. People are angrier than ever. Like they got stuff. They got so much stuff. Problems, man. Like I said, the idea that I looked at another study where it talked about millennials. I got to look up that millennial study that said 41% of millennials are depressed. That's a problem. That's a huge, huge problem. 41%. 41% of millennials are depressed. That's insane. Look at this study. The state of millennials' mental health. Wow. Depression and deaths of despair are on the rise among millennials. That is insane. Yeah, we have got to do better. We've got to do better. And yeah, I could blame it on social media. I could blame it on the iPhone or, the smartphone. I could blame it on a whole bunch of stuff. However, I can say this. A lot of our issues with depression and anxiety, they're related to lifestyle. And that's a very controversial statement. People hate it when I say that, but it's the truth. There was a study that was released last summer, and that study blew up everything we knew about depression because there were people who worked on this research study for years and years, and they finally determined that brain chemistry was not to blame for depression. That it was not about imbalance of brain chemicals. And the reason why that is so controversial is there is a $1 billion industry. There's a $1 billion pharmaceutical industry that is being, oh my gosh, I mean, they're growing richer by the day off of mental health medication. And for these people to release a study that says it's really not as helpful as you think, because the reason for your depression is not based on brain chemistry. It's based on lifestyle. It's lifestyle choices. So the things that you're doing or the things that you're not doing are probably contributing to your depression. So people don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that they need to go outside. They don't want to hear that they need to walk or work out. They don't want to hear that they need to stop eating certain foods. They don't want to hear that they need to stop looking at their phones all day. They don't want to hear that they need to get off of social media. They don't want to hear those things. They don't want to hear that they need to get outside and meet people, make friends, actually do what's necessary to make real friends and to get together with those friends and do things with those people. See, they don't want to hear that. And it's a lot of those things that are causing people's depression and anxiety. And let's go here. People aren't going to like this either. So life, breathing on the planet, being alive, that in and of itself comes with a level of anxiety. Like that's our, evolutionary programming. That's our reptilian brain. We are going to, at times, feel anxious. That's not that big of a deal. Like certain things are going to make us anxious. Walking up to a stranger we've never met and talking to them is going to make us anxious. Public speaking is going to make us anxious. Starting new jobs and going to new schools, all of these things, normal things, are a part of normal life. And those things will have a level of anxiety that come along with them. So again, people hate when I talk about this because they want to believe that life is happening to them, when in fact, they're creating their life. You are creating the life that you're in. And so what I believe everyone needs to do is really sit down and say, okay, I'm depressed, I'm anxious, I'm stressed out, I got all this stuff going on. Let me sit down and really figure out, what is the life that I'm creating? Like, what is it that I'm doing or not doing that's causing all of this? Could that be a part of it? Here's why I like that approach. If you take that approach, that empowered approach, that means there's something you can do about it. You can actually do something about it. You can change it for the better. That's what I like about that approach. But for some reason, we don't want people to do that. We don't want them to feel bad. Oh, but if I say it's something I'm doing or not doing, oh, I feel so bad. No, it means you can change it. It means you can change it. You can actually do something different, which I think is amazing. So, okay, let's see. The side effects of mental health medication is real, for sure. Working with children who are regularly put on medication breaks my heart, for sure. I've seen it. I've seen it in the mental health space. And can I be real? There's so many clients that I've seen that the medication isn't really helping them. It isn't. And a lot of people, they don't want to admit that, but the medication really isn't helping them as much as they think. And that's why I have been advocating for people to make lifestyle changes. Make lifestyle changes and see how you really feel. And for the record, I'm not encouraging anyone to jump off of their medication. That's not what's happening. I'm not giving any medical advice. I'm not encouraging anybody to jump off their medication. In fact, I often tell people, make lifestyle changes without changing your medication. Don't change your medication regimen, but make lifestyle changes. And let's just see. Let's see what happens. Let's see if you start to feel better. Let's see if you have more energy. Let's see if you sleep better. Get out there and meet people. Make friends. Go out and do things with other people. Be social. Interact. Have fun. Do things that make you smile. Do things that make you laugh. And let's see how you feel. That's it. But it blows my mind that people don't even want to do that. They don't even want to come in from work, light a wonderfully smelling candle, make a good healthy meal, have a cup of tea, play with their dog or cat, talk to their family, go sit outside on the back deck. No, they don't even want to do that. They don't even want to do that. They're just like, oh, I'm so depressed. I'm so anxious. Okay, but try those things. Try those things and see how you feel. See if you feel better. Okay, so we don't went clear off of the topic I came here for, but I had to address that. I'm very passionate about, all things mental health. I'm very passionate about lifestyle changes because I just feel like we as people in the West, we just don't do well. We don't do well. We have so many negative things that pull us into this negative loop. And yeah, our mental health suffers. Like, really think about that. Think about where we were 50 years ago and think about where we are now. And ask yourself, what is different? What is different? Aside from the technology. So the technology is an obvious piece. What else is different from 50 years ago till now? Why do we have this surge in depressive symptoms? Why do we have this surge in anxiety symptoms? Why do we have this surge in just mental health stuff, period? What is going on there? Like, that's worthy of a conversation. So, yeah, we got to be willing to talk about this stuff. And we cannot just accept, oh, I'm just going to take a pill. That's going to make it all better. It's going to make me feel better. It's got to be lifestyle. One of the things that I personally did, so as a person who was diagnosed with ADHD a few years ago, the one thing I did to help me with that was I started embracing minimalism, especially this year. I'm back on my minimalism thing, which is less stuff, less things. As of September of last year, I no longer have personal social media. I deactivated my personal Instagram account, and I don't go on my personal Facebook account, even though I have to keep it because my business accounts are tied to it. But if I could delete it, I would, because it was something that was messing with my level of focus. Like, I couldn't focus well because of, just the dopamine all the time. I was like, oh, I got to leave this alone. So yeah, I had to make some lifestyle changes. Exercising 3 to 4 days a week, walking every day. I prefer to walk outside if weather permits, playing with my pets, being mindful, winding down at the end of the day, reading real books again. Like, all of these things are things I had to implement so I could feel good. That's it. That's the whole idea, is to feel good. And without feeling good, is life worth living? So many people don't think so because they don't feel good. So thank you, Garland Stilwell, for buying a badge. I appreciate you. So yeah, we got to work on this. And I just want you to be really, really mindful about what you feed your mind. Be careful on social media. Even on my business social media, I follow a lot of silly pages. I follow a lot of fun pages. I follow other content creators because I want to support them, but they're not posting anything crazy. They're not posting anything negative. But I follow a lot of, power of positivity and mindset mastery, a lot of stuff about stoicism, a lot of silly pages. I follow things that make me feel good. I'm not looking at any celebrity stuff. I don't follow any celebrities. I'm not looking at that. I'm not comparing myself to them in their life. Like, I'm not doing any of that. I'm following things that make me feel good. Lifestyle changes can be so helpful. It really can. And that's what I wish we would focus on a little bit more. Like, when I meet with a client for the first time, I get their history and I ask a lot of questions, you all, a lot of questions. And then I find out, wow, their lifestyle doesn't support good mental health. It's no wonder they're struggling. And then I make suggestions and then they get annoyed. So they get annoyed because I'm all up in their business. But sorry, you came here to get help. You came here to feel better. And that's a part of it. Whether you want to admit it or not, what you're eating, how you're sleeping, the friends you have in your life. Do you have toxic friends? Your relationships? Oh my God. I could talk about the quality of your relationships on your mental health. Oh my God. That's a whole nother live. We're going to go live another day about the quality of your relationships on your mental health. That has so much to do with it. And setting ourselves free and saying, you know what, this relationship doesn't support good mental health. Like, we got to be willing to do that. Okay. Yes, filter our minds for sure. That's right. Watching from South Africa. Thank you for watching. All right. I have vented enough. Y'all know y'all got me hot. Because like I said, I do not address what I post. I am unbothered for the most part. But when I have to go into my post and defend what I'm saying, you know you done pricked me. Because people who are regular followers of mine, and that's another thing. You done straight up, like, you gonna straight up say, oh, I've been following you for a while. I've been looking at your content for a while, but this right here got me want to unfollow. Then you don't know me at all. If you think this one post, now you've been following me for a while, and you know I love y'all. You know I'm not going to tell you anything crazy. You know I'm not going to come against you. I'm going to give you some hard truth. I'm going to give you some medicine. But I'm not going to sit on here and call you out your name or say something crazy. Or no, you don't know me at all. That if you think this one post got you thinking that I support the physical abuse of women, you don't know me at all. So I'm going to show you to the door because you don't know me at all. And you done watched these lives and you done seen all the stuff I talk about and you think that that's what I'm going to post? No. Okay. You want to unfollow? I give you permission to unfollow because you don't know me at all. So yeah, something got pricked in me when I have to go live or I have to come under my post and defend myself. And then I'd be pissed that I did it because I'm like, I'm not defending myself. Like, what am I doing? I'm not doing that. I post content to get us talking. And the hope is that you will think critically. But if anything, it shows me that people today do not think critically. You do not think critically. You think in a vacuum. You think that one post is telling you everything about me, and it's not. So no. Hello. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay. Good night, all. Yeah, they went there. Woo, them women went there. They went there. But like I said, hey, you're well within your right. That if you felt triggered by something I posted, you're right. It is in the interest of your mental health to just unfollow. Unfollow and block me. And then guess what? You'll never have to think about me again. I won't be thinking about you, and and we're all good. We're all that much better. So it's okay. It's okay. But y'all, this won't be happening again. Because like I said, it's not like me to do this. I normally stand by everything that I post. I'm going to stand by this live. And I said some things in this live that may have you feeling a way. And I'm going to stand by it. Because the last I checked, I live in a country where we all get to express our thoughts and opinions. We all get to, have our personal thoughts and opinions. And yeah, some people won't like it. Or some people will feel a way about it. But again, my thoughts and opinions aren't infringing on your thoughts and opinions. They're not keeping you from living the best life you can live. They're not keeping you from pursuing happiness. They're just my thoughts and opinions. That's the world I want to live in. That's the country I want to live in. So I digress. All right. Have a wonderful rest of the evening. If you came in on the end, I'm going to save this live. I'm going to ask you to go back and rewatch. Okay. All right. I will see you soon. I will actually probably not see you again until next week. So my birthday is on Monday. I am going to post for my birthday because I'm going to put my CashApp and my Venmo and my PayPal in there because y'all can bless a sister. Okay. I need to get my toes done. I need a massage on this little crick right in the middle of my back. So y'all can bless a sister now. Okay. Because Monday's my birthday. I'm going to post on Monday, but I'm not going to go live again until next week because this weekend I'm off. This weekend I'm chilling, okay, and relaxing. I'm not working. So you ain't going to hear from me this weekend, but next week I'll be back. And I got all my posts lined up, ready to fire off. I am going to come on Monday and post, and I'm going to post my Cash App and my Venmo and my PayPal, and y'all can bless a sister. I appreciate you. Thank you so much to everyone who joined this evening. I appreciate you all. I love you. I want the best life for you. Believe that. Okay? I want the best life for you. That's why I'm giving you this harsh truth. That's why I'm giving you this harsh truth in love. Because that's what's going to help you be your best self. That's what's going to help you grow. Okay? So have a great rest of your night. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, stay open to love.